What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Techville Goodies, and today we are trying a tech haul from Banggood. Yes, Banggood. So I've been seeing this online. So, there's wish.com, there's AliExpress, there's Temu, and also Banggood. So I went ahead and picked these up myself just to see how it would compare, what sort of tech we can get, and whether or not it's something that we want to continue to do. Right off the bat, I do want to state that I ordered this months ago. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this, and that's one of the reasons that I actually stopped using wish.com was that a lot of times the things would take forever to ship. They would come in different packages, really hard to track. That's something that I did not like about this experience with Bangood. And the other thing that I noticed was that their prices seem to be a little bit higher. So it's almost like three strikes and you're out, right? There's the longer shipping time, the higher prices, and kind of a little bit lesser of a selection. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I was able to get. Then you can make the decision if you want to go and try out Bangood or just stick with something that you're more familiar with. So here's the stuff that I got. I didn't even know that it was the stuff that came in the package. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So it looks like the first thing I got was a camera tripod. So let me pull this out of this extremely loud package. All right, so what I wanted was a small little tripod that I could set on my desk that had a very small footprint. One of the things that I don't like in general about some of my other desktop tripods is the fact that it has a very wide base, so I can't set it on my desk in a really convenient way, okay? So this basically pulls up, screws tight here. You can go ahead and put something like a little camera mount on the top here if you want. So if I want to use my phone on here, or I can put a camera directly on here, and it sets pretty sturdy. So yeah, I don't really have a huge problem with this. It seems pretty good. I think I'll go ahead and make sure to put up on the screen here what each one of these things cost, just so you have some sort of reference for each one of the products here. But yeah, this is pretty nice. I do like the fact that it does sort of fold up quickly. One thing I want to also be able to do is take something like this on vacation with me, and if it folds up this small into your backpack or into your travel pack and then pops open in a sort of simple way, I think that that's important too. So yeah, I'll get some use out of this. This part's metal, this part is all plastic, so gotta be careful that that doesn't break in the future. But yeah, not too bad, not too bad. And if I wanted to put my phone or my camera right off to the side there, I could do that. Yeah, I like that. All right, next in the bag. So this is your standard sort of laser measuring device. So you can hold it up on one wall, shine it to the other wall, and it'll give you the distance between the two. So let's open this up and see what's inside here. So it comes with a small little carrying case, which I think is really nice. Instructions, obviously, and the battery-powered laser level itself. So I will go ahead and grab a couple batteries, just toss the batteries in like standard batteries, turn it on. All right, so looks like it has a laser distance meter of 70 meters. So if I wanted to put it on and see how far the camera in front of me is away. Oh, I won't shine that directly into my lens. So it looks like that is 1.930 meters away to the wall and 1.709 meters away from the actual camera itself. Looks like it also has a sort of level built into it. So if I put this down on my desk is pretty much 0.3 degrees off of level. All right, I switched it to inches without having any clue how I did that. 76.8 inches. I guess that's good. I think that you definitely can switch it over to feet. I'm not exactly sure how. I'd have to go in here and look at the old instrucciones. You can do single distance measuring, which means just one quick little shot over to see how far it is, and then also continuous measurements. So if you move it around, it'll actually change the distance that it's showing based on how far the things are away. It actually has an area measurement, volume measurement, painter function, Pythagoras. Okay, I don't need all that extra stuff. I just want to know how far away that wall is. But I think inches is good. Obviously, inches to feet is just fine. I can do that, beep, beep. But yeah, so far, you know, one of the things I do like about this is that it doesn't feel cheap and flimsy. There's things that I get all the time on these hauls that just feel like they were shoddily made. This actually feels pretty solid and good. It seems like it'll actually stay nice for a while. So it's something that I'll definitely use in my daily endeavors. So awesome. Yeah, got no issue with that. Throwing things all over the place here. And do you guys keep manuals? I keep all of them. I just have a satchel that I put everything in, keep all the different manuals. It doesn't seem like I ever read them, but just in case I need to go back and figure something out, I always do keep these. So all right, next in the bag. Good. Yes. So this is a quick charge PD portable travel charger. You guys have seen this in one of my Temu unboxings, and they were out of stock at the time, so I couldn't get another one, and I really like this. So this is a quick charger, and the cool thing about this is that it shows the status of what's going on with each one of the different ports on the front of the charger when it's plugged into the wall. So as you can see on the front here, it does have 3 different USB-A ports for charging and a USB-C port. For me, I would use like the USB-C port for my iPad, but I'd go ahead and use the USB-A ports for like my iPhone. So you want to be able to use something like this to be able to charge multiple items, but also make sure that you can see the very specific readout of what kind of wattage is coming out of each one of the different ports. And also you'll notice that it does have different colors. This one here is a quick charge, whereas the orange ones here are just sort of standard normal charging, which is like around 5 volt, 2 amp. So that'll give you around 10 watts, but it gives you the ability to charge multiple things. I took this on a trip with me, and I really liked it because I was able to plug it in to make sure everything was charging correctly. I've had cords in the past that when you hook them up to like your iPad or your iPhone, it does show that it's charging, but it's like super slow charging. And with something like this, with the display, you'll be able to see exactly how much wattage is going into the machine itself. And you'll know that it is charging sort of in a timely fashion rather than sort of trickle charging. Next in the bag, next in the trashy bag. What is this? The BW CML2 Air. Oh, it's a monitor light. So if you've watched my videos before, I used to have it kind of pointing over into the corner. Now I have my camera back on this wall because I still planning to do my 10K subscriber video where I'm putting a desk back there. I'll be working on that this weekend, but it takes a little while to get set up. I have one monitor light for that, but I had ordered that second monitor light because I didn't know when this stuff was going to come in the mail. So now I've got 2 of them. This one's a little bit more basic. I think this is just a standard monitor light. I'll go ahead and plug this in so you can see. Oof, right. All right, so in general, a monitor light like this is supposed to reduce eye strain, okay? If you like to use your computer in the dark, one of the things that can happen is you can get a lot of eye strain from the monitor itself. But if you put a light like this on top of your monitor and have it shine down onto the things that you're working on, like your keyboard and stuff, it gives you a little bit of an ambient light to sort of help sort of illuminate the things around so you don't get that stark contrast between the extra dark and the bright light of the monitor itself. Kind of checking to see here, it doesn't look like there is, yeah, on this particular one, there is no sort of button that you can kind of control the brightness. Apparently actually there is. I guess it's a capacitive touch on the side. Okay, so I can go ahead and tap it on the side. So it is like that capacitive touch. It's not an actual analog switch. So if I tap it, you can see that the colors change here on my desk. So it has 4 or 5 different modes, bright sunlight, and then all the way down to a really sort of warm, almost like an orange glow color here. And I guess to turn it off, you double tap. Yeah, that works. And it turns back on. That's not bad. I mean, for a cheap little monitor light, it's all metal. The plastic, this thing right here is plastic, and it looks like what you do. Unfortunately, it seems like what you do is you have to take these metal plates here and actually stick them to your monitor, which I'm not a super big fan of. And then they just sort of magnetize to the bar itself. So you can take the bar off pretty easily without having to worry about it. And then you have some magnetic plates. So all in all, this is pretty basic. Nothing super special about this particular light bar. Will I use it? Sure, why not? Where will I use it? I'm not sure, because the one I have for the desk back here, I actually like a little bit better. 6 one, half dozen the other, depending on what you're okay with using. Next in the bag, actually, next in the bag, another charging station. So one of the things that I wanted was a wireless charging station that I could sit here on the desk. You can see that I'm always plugging things in over here, and it's a little awkward. So I wanted this multi-charging station. Now, whether I'll use it on my desk or whether I'll use it on my nightstand or something like that, you can use it wherever you want. But as you can see from the picture on the front, it looks pretty versatile. And one of the things that I did like was the fact that it has a standard plug. That's going to give you the full wattage from the wall socket as opposed to any sort of USB power. And what that does is it allows you to be able to use the different charging ports here at the same time. A lot of times what will happen is if you don't have enough power, you won't get the full charging capability out of the device. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 standard USB charging ports. It has a quick charge port and a USB-C port, as we talked about earlier. Those just have the higher wattage for your higher charging need devices. It also has like a Qi charger on the top here, or a QI charger, depending on who you are and how you say it. So we will plug it in and give it a try, see if she works. Also, it does have a screen on the front, and obviously I've mentioned before that I love the fact that I can monitor exactly what's going on with each one of the ports and know what's going on. So if I do want to charge my phone, toss the phone on there. Looks like it does work with my MagSafe phone, and it's charging, and it looks like it's getting 5 watts, 6 watts, 7 watts. So it's going to keep going up. A lot of times the phone will get, I don't know, around 10 to 12 watts, depending on what it's charging. I know that I have a case on here, which may or may not work as good with this particular base. But if I put that on, you can see it's charging. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, I just thought this was cool. Again, I'm a sucker for charging bases or charging stands that have the wattage display here and show you exactly what's going on with the things that you're charging. I may actually take this one on vacation with me, depending on the space I have in my bag, because that allows me to hook it up with one cord and then have all the different places on the front here that I can charge with, as well as just sort of setting my phone on the top. And yeah, it looks like it's up to about 10 watts now, which is nice. Okay, so I do like this. I think that is something I'm going to set on my desk here. So the second to last thing here is a temperature and humidity sensor. So one of the things that I wanted to be able to do was have a little sensor in my house that kind of told me what the temperature was and the humidity level. Here where I live, it gets pretty humid in the summer, so it'd be nice to know how humid the house is, but in the winter it gets so super dry that I've been considering getting like a humidifier to sit downstairs in my living room, but I'd like to be able to track what the humidity is. And it's not going to be rocket science. I mean, this is just a small, sort of simple device. It doesn't have an app. It doesn't do anything like that. But basically all it does is show and there's no even backlight, I guess. I'm seeing 21.8 degrees Celsius and 47% humidity. I'll show you this here if I can get it to focus. I think I may have made a poor purchase because here in good old America, we don't use Celsius. So how could I possibly switch this? God, why does the font have to be so small on these things? Oh, it looks like I guess there is an app, specific app just for this. Well, we got to download that now. The QR code on the side, that's another reason I keep a lot of these sort of user manuals, because if they have their own special app and you lose the QR code, you'd never figure out what it is. So, they put a sticker over the QR code. I'm not the biggest fan of always downloading all these apps for everything. For science, I already had this one installed. Okay, so this is the one that works with the plugs that I got previous to now. All right, so apparently you have to take this super small piece of metal that they give. It looks like a little SIM card eject tool. Put it into this little tiny hole in the back here. Front red light comes on. I'm supposed to hold it for 5 seconds till it starts to blink. There it is. Temperature and humidity being added. Connecting it to my Wi-Fi. And there we go. 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and humidity is 49%. So that's kind of nice. Surprisingly enough, I thought that I had bought kind of like a bummer of a deal here, but I actually kind of like this. Even though it is a little finicky to get set up, all I had to do was use this smart home app, which I already was using for some of my switches that I got, and then it'll track the temperature and humidity over time. I can take this and put it wherever I want and then check it with my phone. So would I suggest this? Would I recommend this? There are certain cases where I think it would be nice to be able to use this. There could be better ones, but you know what? Not so bad. One use case is if you are like a cigar smoker or something like that, put this in the humidor and then you can actually on your phone track the temperature and the humidity of whatever you're storing in there. Or if you have a humidity or temperature sensitive thing that you need to store, you can put this in there. Runs on batteries. Sure. Heck. I thought I got kind of screwed over there, but I actually kind of like this small little thing. I'll have to figure out how to change it on the front from Celsius to Fahrenheit, but I'll do that. So far across the board, all the products I've been happy with. So last but not least in the box here, I picked up a solar panel to be able to try to charge some things. Now, I have never had one of these, okay? So this, I'm hoping it works. So this is just a solar panel, which on the back side here, you can see that it has three charging ports, USB-C and two USB-A. Now, I, again, have never used one of these before, and I cannot read a lick of anything that's on. Yep, here we go. Here's the English version. Maybe it's the best car solar charger, giant of sun. Put solar panel facing the sun, and the LED indicator of the output box turns red. Okay, so right off the bat, I know I need to face this towards the sun. But the whole idea is you have a small solar charging station that you can take with you and I guess charge things from the power of the sun. And looking at the instructions here, it says that, oh, interesting. It says this product is not recommended to charge the mobile phone directly. It should be used together with a charging bank, which is, fine. So if I have a charging bank like this right here, I'm going to go ahead and use this, have that charging to get some power into this, and then use this on the go to be able to charge my phone. I think the reason that is because the power from the sun can be sort of intermittent based on clouds going over or angle of this during the day. So that sort of like intermittent type of power delivery source can probably actually damage your phone. So I'll give it a try, see if it works, but hopefully it does. So across the board, do I like the Bangood experience? Okay. To me, it seems like the same stuff that you can get at other places. I'm very happy with everything here. All the stuff that I got seems like it does have a very good quality. It's not like super cheap. I'm going to be able to use every single one of these things. A lot of times when I do these hauls, I get comments on the videos like, oh, that looks like a bunch of crap or a bunch of junk. Man, we're just trying to have some fun and open up some tech and enjoy ourselves. So everything here looks good. Would I order from Bangood again? Probably not. I feel like the prices were more expensive. The shipping was too long. But, let me know what you think. If you've tried Banggood before and had a good experience or bad experience, leave that down in the comments below. Let me know which one of these things you'd like to get. You can probably find them on any of the shopping sites. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up. It really helps these type of videos. So it would be super helpful to give it a like, get it spread around, share it with your friends. That's always helpful. Subscribe. I'd love to see you back. I'm going to start doing more hauls through Temu, through different sources. Comment below if there's another place you'd like me to try out, and I'll go ahead and drop some money there and give it a try and do another haul video. But until next time, this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.